And to details, President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi on Friday hailed the distinguished bilateral ties with Italy on all levels, in addition to joint efforts for combating terrorism and extremism, as well as regional challenges in the East Mediterranean. The president made these remarks as he received a phone call from Italian Prime Minister Giuseppe Conte on means of boosting military and economic ties and regional issues of mutual concern, particularly developments in Libya. Presidential spokesman Ambassador Bassam Radi said the phone call also touched on aspects of cooperation on the security, economic, trade and investment and energy fronts, along with the latest developments of the ongoing investigations in the case of Italian student Giulio Regini. The government said on Friday that it submitted a report to the Parliament on its efforts for combating the coronavirus pandemic. The report covered 6 axes, which mainly focused on preventative measures against the virus spread, such as curing the citizens' movement, limiting public gatherings, enhancing medical and health infrastructure, and providing strategic commodities to reduce economic fallout of the pandemic on the people's lives. The report stated that since February, the Health Ministry launched a hotline to establish a direct contact with citizens in order to respond to their inquiries and receive reports of suspected infections. The government also mentioned a number of important decisions taken by Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli, whereby employees were reduced at businesses, mosques were closed to the public, and cafes and shops opened for limited hours, in addition to a ban of travel at airports. The activities of the Egyptian-Russian Joint Naval Training Friendship Bridge 3, which lasts for several days in Russian territorial waters, took off within the framework of the joint training plan for the armed forces with friendly countries to enhance prospects for military cooperation. Units of the Egyptian naval forces arrived at the port of Novorossiysk in Russia to participate in training activities, where an official reception ceremony was held in their honor with a great welcome from the Russian side. Meanwhile, and in Sudan, Chief of Staff Lieutenant General Mohammed Farid, accompanied by his Sudanese counterpart Lieutenant General Mohammed Othman Al-Hussein, were attended the main phase of the Egyptian-Sudanese Joint Air Training, Nile Eagles 1. Nile Eagles is taking place at an air base in Sudan with participation of units from the air forces and elements of the special forces from the 2 countries. Egyptians abroad have begun printing and filling ballots in the runoff of the first phase of parliamentary elections. Foreign Ministry urged Egyptian expatriates to log into the official site of the National Election Authority and to make sure to submit all needed documents in their mails. Expats are to go to the nearest postal office to send their mails to the mission's headquarters, which will continue to receive the ballots until Monday, the 23rd of November. Egyptians abroad send their ballots by mail to embassies and consulates instead of voting in person as part of precautionary measures to curb the spread of the coronavirus during the voting process. Arab League Secretary General Ahmed Abul Ghait and Moroccan Foreign Minister Nasser Bourita discussed over phone the latest developments at the Gourgouret border crossing, the scene of tension between the Moroccan government and Polisario Independence Front and its affiliate armed militia. Abul Ghait noted that the Pan-Arab organization is closely watching the situation at the area located between Mauritania and Western Sahara region and hoped that peace, security and stability be restored soon in the kingdom. The crisis erupted after Morocco launched a military operation last Friday to reopen a key highway at the crossing, which was blocked by the pro-Polisario militias. Egypt has reported 342 new coronavirus infections, bringing the total number of cases to 111,955 people since the outbreak hit the country in mid-February. The Health Ministry also reported 13 new deaths, bringing the total number of fatalities to 6,508. Ministry added that 143 patients were discharged from hospitals, raising the number of those who have recovered to 101,564 people. Earlier, Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli reiterated calls on citizens to adhere to precautionary and preventative measures to confront the spread of coronavirus and warned of the dangers of its second wave.